I am very happy to welcome you to this live session of ClubSwan update. We have a lot that we want to share with you today, and it is, I think, a real privilege that technology is allowing us to connect from so many different parts of the world, from New Zealand, Australia, through Asia and Europe, up to America. It is a wonderful opportunity to, again, share with you what's going on with ClubSwan, specifically regarding the Swan Maxi projects. We have been working a lot on this new project, benefiting of this great history and the DNA that is strong in ClubSwan with the Maxis from the time of Sayula and so many boats thereafter. We have taken all the energy and the inspiration from this to come up with the projects that I think you're going to be astonished with, the same as we are. I want to leave it to Giovanni Pomati, CEO of ClubSwan, and Vanni Galgani, who is the project leader of the Maxis, to tell you more in depth what is happening in this, what we consider being a new era of Swan Maxi. And we'll follow with Enrico Cheffi, Vice Chairman of ClubSwan, who will present a specific racing project, which is amazing, and it is the ClubSwan 80. So I leave it to you to enjoy this session. Feel free to come back with questions and comments. We treasure them a lot, and I hope you have a very interesting and exciting session with us. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the time with us.
Thank you, Leonardo, to leave me the floor. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this second streaming conference. I like to touch only one boat, that is the 115. The 115 was born in 2015 and is a boat that mark an important change in the hull shape. The water lines of the boat are getting different, are getting inspired to the great ocean racer, with the max being far aft. And this has a lot of consequences: a different heeling of the boat, the double rudder, different spaces inside the boat. The second important things happened in the year 2010 is the division between the cruising line and the racing line. When we are going then to speak about the present, we will see that we will speak about the Maxi line, where we have performance cruising boats, and the ClubSwan, where we have boats fully dedicated to racing. Let's come to the present, 2020, what a year. This year we had in production 5 Maxi, 98 number 1, number 2 and number 3, the 120 number 1, our flagship boat, and the 125, the flagship of the ClubSwan line. The 98 number 1 and number 2 have been also launched this year, 98 number 1 in July. 98 number 1 is a yacht really in the tradition of ClubSwan, because it's a Maxi designed to cruise but also to race. In fact, this boat is over 5 tons lighter than the standard specification, has a particular rigging and a particular sail plan. What about the interior of this boat? The interior of this boat is in cooked oak. We call it traditional navy, in line with the tradition of ClubSwan. The 98 number 2 has been launched in September of this year. Is a boat for family cruising, designed really with that to be prepared to have a double season, one in the Med and one in the Caribbean. And the interior of the 98 number 2 is very bright, all in white oak and very light fabrics and leather. And now we are turning to the new year, 2021. In 2021, we have something starting and free grid launch. What is the starting? The starting is that I'm proud to announce that we sold the 98 number 4, the first 98 owner forward. And we are designing now the customization with the owner. For what concern the launching, we will have the launch of the 98 number 3, a boat designed for around the world cruising and for charter, so DNVGL certified. The second launch of 2021 will be the 120. 120 is our flagship, and there is the extreme customization you can get in a Swan Maxi. And now we want to show you what's happening in the factory around this boat. With all this activity, we are walking to the future. And what are we doing? What are we cooking? What are we cooking is, first of all, we are working on the platform of the Maxi. And it's very clear that we need to work on an electro-hybrid solution for our yachts. And this is an important project we have. The second thing we are working on is to update our existing models to the new rules scheduled for January 2021 on the NOx emission control. And definitely we are working on new models. The first of which is the Swan 88 that my colleague Vanni Galgani will present you in detail afterward. Why the 88? Because 88 is, let's say, the entry size to the world of the Maxi. And here I ask a tribute from Herman Freya.
The new model is an evolution of the previous models as well. We have done a new study for the balance and the performance of the boat and the position of the rig and the shape of the sails, and we have designed the hull according to the results of this study, which I think is the first time we do this on a Swan. It's hard to tell about innovative. There's an evolution, as I said before, probably in the design of the superstructure and the distribution of the deck. The ideal client would be something that likes to keep the boat simple and practical. It doesn't load it with excessive gear. Somebody enjoys sailing, enjoys life on board with the friends and family.
The 88 is a yacht designed around the MCA light rule to comply with the load light length below 24 meters. What's the reason for this? The reason for this is that we wanted to have a yacht that is a super yacht, but with an efficient platform. An efficient platform in terms of management cost of the yacht, in terms of easiness to get the charter certifications, and also easier versus the emissions rules, controls rules that I was speaking about before. But this yacht is also very, very important for us because it's an evolution of the existing 98 and 120. The max beam is even more aft. We transferred to a smaller Maxi the idea of the beach area development, so to have a great area when the boat is at anchor. And we worked a lot on the interior design, once again with Misa, Poggi, and I have here a tribute from Misa that I think is interesting to show you. After that we have seen what's happening in the yard, what's happening at the studio of one of our teammates.
Swan ha un profondo rispetto per la tradizione nautica e soprattutto per la cultura nautica e una profonda comprensione per l'oggetto barca. Vende da 1000 anni a persone che amano e conoscono il mare, per cui questa è una certezza. Questa certezza e queste basi sono praticamente gli elementi fondanti che governano tutto il progetto. Per cui mi avvicino al progetto Swan ragionando sulle regole del mare, sulle restrizioni che il mare comporta, perché la vita a mare è diversa dalla vita a terra. Cioè la vita in barca è completamente diversa dalla vita in terra, quindi tutto quello che compone l'interno di una barca deve prima di tutto rispettare il mare e rispettare l'umore della natura, perché la barca si muove, perché c'è la tempesta, c'è il mare calmo, c'è il mare poco mosso, piove, fa freddo, fa caldissimo, cioè il caso è diverso. Quindi non si può dire che la barca, facciamo una barca perché è grande come una casa. A questo punto cosa deve funzionare? Devono funzionare gli equilibri interni, che è architettura, perché devono funzionare i volumi, gli assi, le geometrie. A questo bisogna aggiungere il discorso dei materiali. I materiali soprattutto i materiali devono rispettare le leggi del mare. E soprattutto c'è un altro fatto, il discorso del tattile, perché la barca, anche se è molto grande, però è sempre un ambiente ristretto, confronto a una casa. Quindi l'umano, chi vive la barca, è molto a contatto con le pareti, con il pavimento, a piedi nudi, con i tessuti, con un cuoio speciale, cioè il discorso proprio di sensibilità tattile. Cioè deve arrivare in un luogo confortevole, perché quando entri dentro negli interni della barca devi entrare in un luogo molto confortevole e molto pulito e magico. Questa magia si ha soltanto per gli equilibri dei volumi, delle geometrie, dell'architettura e dei materiali.
So thank you, Misa, and thank you to you all. And now I give the floor to Vanni Galgani to deep dive in this new project, the 88.
Like all the Swan, also this new Swan 88 Maxi yacht is an evolution of the previous boat, but it includes some new features never seen before on a Swan. First of all, the main characteristic of the boat. The boat, first of all, is a beauty. I mean, you know that all the Swans are very beautiful, this one specifically, like only Hermann Frers can do. She has sort of feminine elegance, and let's say she floats like a duck, even better, like a swan. The second feature is that she is a proper blue water, so it has been designed to be soft and comfortable on waves, and also the heeling is very limited. I mean, the boat is optimized to heel no more than 20 degrees, so very comfortable at sea. And the third are the performances. Like always, the Swans are good performer. This is a pure cruiser, but she can win also top-level races. What characterizes more this new project is the shape of the coach roof. Again, it's an evolution of the family of the coach roof existing today, 98, 120, and 78 and 65. But it integrates some new features which puts together the practicality of an integrated spray hood with a very elegant line. In the hull, we have windows for all the cabins, so the natural light inside is very, very much taken into consideration. The appendages are, of course, dedicated to cruising, so moderate draft, 4 meters, of course, optional shallow draft plus telescopic and performance. And the rudders, twin rudders, which gives a lot of advantages. First of all, less draft, but also a lot of safety and a very good balance while sailing. The concept of the sail plan is taking advantage of all the experience coming from the new ocean races. So it's putting together efficiency with easy sailing, easy to be managed. This brings the mast well in the middle of the boat. So let's say that there is a good balance between the forward triangle and the mainsail, and gives the opportunity with this long J measure to fraction the forward triangle in 4 different stays, which is the Jennaker, the Code Zero, the Jib, and the staysail. For the staysail, there is a possibility also to have a self-tacking track. The boat will be provided with standard carbon mast and boom. The deck plan, the heart of life, like in every Swan, is well defined in 4 different areas. I mean, the first 3 areas are concentrated in the cockpit plus in the aft section. The guest cockpit is a very well protected area with spray hood and bimini, and has a new feature, which are the benches, which floats around and can have different configuration, benches and table, that goes from the lounge setup to the dining, full dining tables. In the middle, there is the maneuver area where all the winches and steering pedestal are concentrated. And then in the aft, there is also a new feature never seen on a Swan. There is a completely dedicated beach area with an upper part where you can lay down with the cushions, and a very big, huge platform that opens in 2 pieces that become a super huge, let's say, beach on the sea. This also gives opening to the tender garage, where a big tender can be fitted in. The 4th area is, of course, the huge flat part of the boat ahead of the mast. In this area, we can organize a sunset lounge, and then at the end, you have a big forepeak for sail locker, the anchor situation, and the bowsprit. Also in the interiors, even if following the tradition of Swan, this boat shows some new features. First of all, the layout. The layout is a typical owner forward. It has 4 guest cabin and suite, plus a completely dedicated crew area for 4 crew, 4 people. Where are the new features? First of all, the saloon. The saloon is designed to be symmetric, so there is a huge stairs coming down with other 2 stairs coming in the back, which create a fantastic entrance, considering also that the companionway on top is completely transparent, so there will be a big point of light in the saloon. The owner's cabin is a fantastic suite with the bed with the heads on the back, so it's organized like other Swan we have seen, with ensuite a huge bathroom. Going in the aft, there is a guest VIP cabin that can be optional converted in a TV lounge. This creates a huge space from the stairs to the very end of this cabin. Going backward, we have the two twins guest cabin and suite, and then there are a separation of two separate areas. The first one is a, let's say, half crew, half guest area, where there is the big galley and a fantastic, let's say, crew mess we can consider a second dinette. This can be used for breakfast with guests. It's of course dedicated to crew, but also can be used for kids if you want to leave the kids in a safe position while sailing. And then in the aft, there is the completely dedicated crew area with the two cabins, shower, separate shower, and space for appliances. This area has a separate entrance that goes all the way to the cockpit. Finally, here an overview to the main technical specification, of course to be considered preliminary. And that's all for the Swan 88. We reckon it's going to be an instant classic and a very bestseller in the Swan history. And now I leave you with Enrico Chieffi, Vice President of the company, to explore the Maxi of the ClubSwan world.
Thank you, Vanni. It's a real pleasure to have this opportunity to show you what is coming up in the ClubSwan family. The mission and the vision on the ClubSwan line of yachts is to create a high-performance line within the family of Swans and to create something that also fits a very high professional circuit of racing events. The line at the moment is made by the small ClubSwan 36, the ClubSwan 50, and the ClubSwan 125, the very big and fast yacht. At the time, we saw the void for another boat that is the ClubSwan 80 that we are here presenting. And so we see this void for two reasons. One, because clearly our line deserves a new yacht of this kind. And second, because in the Maxi reality we see the possibility and the space for a high-performance yacht that will fill let's say a regatta system that is now lacking something like this. What is the brief of this new ClubSwan 80? A very fast yacht, high performance, completely in line with what the ClubSwan family is about. One design, so identical yachts. The idea is to create a class of identical yachts of this size. This is something very unique in the world of Maxis. And the boat specifically is designed to be sailing inshore racing, participating in the very traditional and successful events of the Maxi circuit, and specialized in light to medium winds VMG sailing. Why this? Because these events are mainly sailed in these conditions and we want a very competitive boat as such. The technical specification of this yacht is quite unique. She features a canting keel that has gone to 4.75 meters. Is what we believe a very good compromise between having a very deep keel that is very fast, but also a boat that is still able to enter into harbors and ports without being too limited. The boat features twin rudders, as usually with this very particular shape designed by Juan Coyumjan. You remember also the 36 as this whale fins kind of shape, and a canard. A canard, we took the decision to change the specification from a seafoil that was originally designed to a canard specifically for the brief of sailing inshore racing in medium light airs in VMG. And this canard that is rotating is allowing for a big flexibility in the different modes of sailing the yacht. And so in the very difficult tactical situation that you find among the islands or in a short course with other boats close to you, you get that flexibility and possibility to really become very efficient. Also features a very long retractable bowsprit that was there since the beginning, and this is allowing for huge downwind sails that together with the very light displacement related to the canting keel makes this boat really a monster downwind. You will have a lot of fun sailing this boat. As all ClubSwans, the boat features a minimal interior, so she's not a bare racing boat without any interior. She has a minimal interior yet very stylish. So we really try to combine the very high performance still with some limited comfort inside. The boat also has the possibility to become richer and more comfortable in terms of interiors with options. And there is a full set of let's say, of possibilities to make this happen. On the other side, you can never buy performance. So you can buy comfort, but you cannot buy performance. And this is very important to the concept of the one design class, so that the base yacht, that is what everyone can buy, is the fastest, lightest boat you can get. As I said in the very beginning, the vision of ClubSwan also comprises a full organization of events, of racing events. And we believe that high-level sailing events, high-level competition shall be done in real time. All these handicap rules that are, let's say, in the offshore world are very good to compare different boats, but they will never make a competition fair enough as if you were sailing identical yachts. And at Nautor, we have invested into this heavily over time, I would say since 2002, when the Swan 45 was first launched. And since then, we have kept on going on this route. And today, we have, I would say, the most successful circuit of events of one designs in the world. And we have a very big number of yachts participating. The most important ones are the Nations Trophy and the Nations Leagues, completely dedicated to one design, and also completing the offer that we give to the traditional and beautiful Swan Cup that we race in Portocervo in even years. The ClubSwan 80 will take advantage of this worldwide circuit of events. And so to make it happen and race in a one design environment, we are developing one design class rules that will make sure that every boat is identical to the others. And so the crews, the helmsmen will make the difference. One of the very important rules of this organization is the owner driver. So the owner of the yacht is the one that will helm his boat. This is very important. We don't want to be the Olympic Games or the America's Cup. We want to be in a level where passionate sailors, passionate owners can sail at very high level, but yet in an environment that is manageable. This has proven to be very successful. The idea is to have 5 events a year. So to create a circuit, 5 events a year, 25 days of racing, 1 winner, and on top of all of this, a completely dedicated World Championship that will be a standalone event. It is more than 1 year that we are working on this ClubSwan 80 project. And what is the timing going forward? 1 boat is in construction. 2 more we want to sell quite quickly. And our goal is to have 3 boats in the water racing at the Rolex Maxi Worlds in Portocervo in 2022. We can expect a lot of action out of this. We see this as, let's say, a new challenge, a big challenge, because a class of this size and this magnitude has never been achieved and realized by anyone in the past. But we believe it's time to do it, and the project and the team are unique. I think this is all. I hope you liked it. It has been a pleasure for all of us to share with you what is happening in Nautor Swan. and we look forward to listen and to speak about the Q&As that you are going to have with us soon.